So here what we're going to look at is not absolute value equations, but absolute value inequalities. So we've seen this before. If absolute value of x is 4, then x can be positive 4 because the absolute value of positive 4 is a 4, or it can be a negative 4 because absolute value of negative 4 is also a 4. So if x is equal to 4, absolute value of x equals 4, then x can be positive 4 or negative 4. So if we had to graph the solution, it would be the 2 points 4 and negative 4. Now let's look at this inequality. The absolute value of x is less than 4. So let's see what the solution to this inequality is. So if it's less than 4, the absolute value of less than 4, let's see what values fit into this definition. Imagine a number, let's say, that sits here, a 3.9. Would that be part of the solution? Absolute value of 3.9 is less than 4, so that works. Now anything to the left of 4, since it's not including 4, we're going to put a hole there. Anything to the left of 4 up to 0 should work. So let's think about it. What if it's a 1.5? Absolute value of 1.5 is less than 4. What about 3.25? The absolute value of 3.25 is less than 4. So anything in this range from 0 to 4, not including 4, works. Also, if I look at, for example, negative 1.5 or any number to the left of 0 in this range, let's say this is a negative 0.5. The absolute value of negative 0.5 is less than 4. So that works. What about negative 1.5 and anything in that range? Negative 1.5 is here. Is absolute value of negative 1.5 less than 4? So it works. So we can stretch this to any number up to 4, negative 4, but not including 4. Any number in this range where I've drawn this purple line will be part of the solution. So basically, it's all real numbers from negative 4 to positive 4 will satisfy this equation, or rather inequality, absolute value of x is less than 4. So if absolute value of x is less than 4, then we can say that x lies between negative 4 and 4. So the interval negative 4 to 4 is described as any number x that lies between negative 4 and 4, but not including 4. So if absolute value of x is less than 4, then x lies between negative 4 and 4. Now what if I changed the less than to less than or equal to? Then what's the difference? It'll be all real numbers between negative 4 and 4, but in this case, we are allowed to include 4 as well. So this would be x lies between negative 4 and positive 4. Now let's think about this equation, or rather inequality. Absolute value of x is greater than 4. So let's think of everything that will satisfy this equation, this inequality. So suppose I'm looking at a number here to the right of 4. Will the absolute value of that number be greater than 4? So for example, the absolute value of 4.5 is definitely greater than 4 because it's 4.5. Look at any number to the right of 4. The absolute value of, let's say, 5.45 is greater than 4 for sure, because 5.45 is greater than 4. So any number that is to the right of 4 is going to satisfy this inequality, because the absolute value of any number to the right of 4 in this blue region is it satisfies this inequality. Look at any number to the right of 4, the absolute value of that number is greater than 4. Now let's look at the negative side. If a number is between -4 and 0, let's say it's like a -2.5, the absolute value of -2.5 is equal to 2.5, which is less than 4 and not greater than 4. So we cannot include anything in between -4 and 0. So any number, let's look at any number to the left of -4. Let's say -4.5. The absolute value of -4.5 is 4.5, and that's definitely greater than 4. So looking at any number to the left of -4. So think of all possible numbers to the left of 4 but not including 4, because this is a strict inequality. So let's look at the intervals that would be the solution of this inequality. It would be all real numbers to the left of -4. So that's -infinity to -4 combined with or union any number from 4 to +infinity but not including 4. So that would be the solution to this equation in the interval form. So let's write this down. If absolute value of x is greater than 4, then x is less than -4, which is that x is to the left of -4, or x is greater than 4, which means x is to the right of 4. Now what if we changed the strict inequality, we make it a greater than or equal to? Then the only difference is we're going to include the -4 and 4, and absolute value of x is greater than or equal to 4, then x is either less than or equal to -4, which means everything to the left of -4, or everything to the right of 4, including 4. That's the only difference. Now, we use this idea. So what are the 3 rules we've learned? 1, if absolute value of x is equal to a, then let's say a is a positive number, that says that x is either equal to +a or x is equal to -a. Now that's an equality, but now let's look at an inequality. If absolute value of x is less than or equal to a positive number a, then we can say that x lies between, so the inequalities will be in the same direction, the -a on the left because it's smaller and the +a on the right. If absolute value of x is greater than or equal to a, then we could have x less than or equal to -a, or that is everything to the left of -a, or everything to the right of a. So we have to remember these 3 rules in order to be able to solve inequalities.